What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So this past weekend, it was the first Clifton comic book show of 2024. I walked away, as you can see, with some amazing books. This small stack has fire to it, so you're not going to want to miss what I picked up here. Alright, so like I said, first show of 2024, comic community was out there in full force, just having a blast. All the usual suspects and all different vendors. It was just a lot of good stuff, you know, to be found there. Just great books all over the place. It was a smorgasbord. I gotta tell you that there were vultures just attacking boxes. It's the only way you could say, because the deals were so good. But before I even show you that, I got a random act of kindness from a fellow Instagrammer, and my man Chef RDH. Give him a follow on Instagram. Just a super cool dude. We've talked a couple of times at New York Comic Con, and he hit me up the other day and he's like, "Hey, I got so many books. I got some extra books. I want to just send you some books, if you don't mind, for your PC, just for you to have." And I appreciated it wholeheartedly, and this is what this community is all about. So an ROK from somebody, dude, he blessed me. Let me show you what he gave me, though. He sent me from the miniseries Sabretooth, number 4, just fantastic Mark Teixeira covers. Number 3, number 2. I tell you, Tex, underrated cover guy, man. This guy's pencils and stuff, this guy was good. Still is. I mean, man, still exists, you know. But and then of course that gorgeous die cut one right there. When you open it, you know, the red background doesn't do it justice, because if you see this, let's just, oh my god, look at that. Yeah, so he gave me the whole Wolverine, the Sabretooth set. Knows I'm a Wolverine guy. This was a fun read. Gave me this gorgeous Forbidden Planet variant for Wolverine number 1. Really nice. Couldn't believe he threw this in. This book has become crazy hot right now with some leaks, photo leaks and stuff like that from the Wolverine series. But Wolverine number 55, and that's that homage to the pre-code horror where the decapitated head, but Wolverine is holding Sabretooth's head. And these are fun, man. It's the Wolverine versus Sabretooth number 1, the homage to issue 8. But these are the 3D versions. Now, he knows I have a love for Miles, so he gave me Miles Morales, Spider-Man, the Clone Saga, issue number 25. Another gorgeous. I was at Bianchi's on this, I believe. Look at that Wolverine cover there. You know, you got half Wolverine, half Sabretooth. Swoosh. Beautiful. Incredible Hulk and Wolverine number 1, retailing, of course, that iconic 181. Another group I spec on all the time. This was the local comic book day variant, Champions number 1. And Spider-Man number 1, first meeting of Peter and Miles. And then I've done this book, I've gotten this book signed up. It's a couple of different titles. So I'm looking at it, and I might start working on this too, but that's the Skyline version for Miles Morales. And then, yeah, yo, look what he threw in. I mean, he threw in... This was an interesting read. The Cataclysm run right there with Galactus. This book was super hot for a while. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 28. This is the variant when he's got the Spider-Man shield, becoming Spider-Man. It's actually Puerto Rican flag costume kind of right there. And then, dude, look at this. Chef, I can't appreciate you, my brother. Talk to you at the next con. You know, as always a pleasure, you know, seeing you at shows. And that's the whole thing, man. Build relationships with people and talk to people in the communities. I say it all the time. It's how we all expand here, make more. Perfect. So now on to the books. First thing I did, I hit Zap Comics. They always have $3 bins and $10 bins on top of his, elaborate wall. But he had stuff like this. Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos, number 23. Gorgeous Jack Kirby work on these. And issue number 33. He had Uncanny X-Men number 195. A very nice newsstand. Wolverine with the Power Pack. A book I'll always pick up, especially if it's cheap. Uncanny X-Men number 207. That's that John Romita Jr. cover. Oof, it's just gorgeous. And second printing of 248. 248, right? 248. And that's the second printing. You can tell by the gold background. And this is the first Jim Lee work on the X-Men. And then I say it all the time, but like Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri, some of the best covers. One of my all-time favorites. I have this signed by Silvestri and Claremont. Just gorgeous. Love it. Love it. The crucifixion of Wolverine right there in an X. And then he had some just... I had to take these. These were taken just for covers, but this is an extraordinary X-Men number 2. Tell me that's not a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Love the color play on that. X-Men Black. This is the Magneto issue number 1. J. Scott Campbell on this. Kills it. And then this variant here. I didn't look inside. I don't know who did it. If anybody knows who did it, because I'm not seeing a signature on the cover, let me know, because this is just a gorgeous cover. This is Powers of X, issue number 6. And it is all the iterations of Wolverine. Look at that. Oh, my God. You get your Old Man Logan, your iconic costume right there. The brown costume and Weapon X. Love it. It is nice. Picked up a Thor 158. Oof. And this is from another vendor now. This next batch, another vendor. A clean copy of this, which is one of my favorite Fantastic Four covers. I'm a huge Ben Grimm fan. As a kid reading that, Ben Grimm resonated with me. All his pain and anguish. Society was looking at him because of his appearance and not the heart or the person he was. And, it bothered him. So, Fantastic Four, number 79. Love the way this is the greens I used on this. I have Joe Sinnott. I got him to sign one of these. I got this in the PC, but this raw copy here is just beautiful. This Monster Forever, if you read the story arcs back then, there were several opportunities where the Thing was able to revert back to his human form of Ben Grimm, but saving the Fantastic Four and family was more important, and he sacrificed that because they needed the power of the Thing to save him. So, good story arcs. And then third, Thanos, number 15. Good pickup. And now come the bangers. So I picked up a really nice copy of Submariner number 5, first appearance of Tiger Shark. Got this at about a VF minus. It's really nice. Newsstand edition of Savage She-Hulk number 1. I know the series bombed, but this is Stan Lee's last creation. It's a good pickup still. I'm surprised. It carries a good premium still. In the VF to near mint, it's still a $100 book. Another character that Marvel squandered, but was a great character because of his ability to mimic people's powers. Avengers number 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. This is about a very fine copy. It's really nice. It would have pressed this, might even improve more. A book I believe in. The character is actually a good character. And that's Marvel premiere for number 47. First appearance of Scott Lang as the new Ant-Man. I remember when this happened. I mean, because for forever, Hank Pym was my Ant-Man. And then for this to come along like that, it changed everything, you know? And it's the Ant-Man that everybody loves in the movies. One of my all-time favorite Alex Ross covers. I think it's everybody's. It's Batman Harley Quinn. This is the origin of Harley Quinn. So always a great book. Never ever sleep on this book. And then we picked up some Adam Hughes goodness. Zatanna number 16. And that fantastic run. At least the VF. It's a nice looking book. Picked up a beautiful copy. This is a book my boy Biggie's and the New York Warriors, all of those guys, pick this book up whenever they get the chance. Do not sleep on the Demon. Jack Kirby creation when he went over to DC Comics. But Etrigan the Demon is a great character used throughout a lot of the future stories in DC, and a good book for you to pick up. If you can get this in that VF range or above, it's a sweet spot book, man. It's a nice book. This is a good DC spec is what I'm going to say. Another book that I've had a couple of times, and every time I have it, somebody winds up scooping it up. I need one in my PC. Don't know if I'll keep this. I'm going to press this out. This is really clean, though. I'm a Campbell guy. When he first started, I was a big Campbell all the way through that Amazing Spider-Man run. You know, once they oversaturated the market with variants, it was a different story. But when this came out, this thing just changed, you know, the industry. And this is not Campbell here on this cover, I don't believe. But this is Gen 13, number 1. I believe they did 13 covers for this. But this is the controversial Janet Jackson cover for Rolling Stone. It's the recreation of that. And this book is a tough book to find in high grade. And this is pretty. And then last book I picked up from that same vendor was that. Probably like a VF copy of the first Batman number 189. It's the first appearance of the Scarecrow. But if you think about it, in this, like that Batman run right there from like say 170 something and through, you know, you get Poison Ivy, you get Scarecrow, you get a couple of really good Batman first appearances. It's fun. You got the Riddler is in there in the 170s, I believe it is. So, you know. Best rogue gallery in comics besides Amazing Spider-Man, those two guys. And then big shout out to my man Paul. He knows who he is. He steered me over to a dealer, and he was like, hey, go take a look at this guy because he's got some great books. He had 50-cent bin stuff. So I was looking through him, and he and I know each other. We talk at shows all the time. And he had come across some newer books, and I got a chance to look at them. He had a book I was really interested in. He said, make me an offer. And he gave me a crazy good price on this book. You've seen my boys, the Principal Defects, have had this book. I have it in a 9.6, but I don't pass this book up because I don't come across it that often. And that's X-Men number 25. But this is the black and white version. This book here, you cannot beat that. So keep an eye out. Most of these books are going to be either on my Whatnot auctions, or you're going to see them on my eBay live sales and in my eBay store. So there's a link right there that'll get you to both my Whatnot and my eBay Live. Click on them, sub up to those channels. I'd appreciate it. And until the next video, peace.